Hi everyone, and thanks for checking out my video blog for real estate tips here in the Colorado Springs area. I'm Jeff Ryder with RE/MAX Properties. All right, we are in the hot home selling season here in the Colorado Springs area, and there's many different ways to sell a house. One of the most traditional ways, one of the ways that's been around for a really long time and can be effective, is an open house. Now I gotta be honest with you, open houses can really be hit and miss, so you gotta make sure if it's something you wanna do for the sale of your house that you do it right. So let's take a look at these quick tips. First of all, you want to make sure you depersonalize the house, all right? When people are walking through your open house, you want to make sure they don't see you living in the house. You want to make sure they can see themselves living in the house. So make sure to remove anything that's too polarizing. We want to get rid of things that are too religious. Maybe even sports teams sometimes, believe it or not. So we want to make sure that you depersonalize the house. The second thing that's important is to make sure that you declutter. Now, when you list the house with me, you know you're going to be moving anyway. So make sure you go ahead and pre-pack, is what I like to call it. Get a storage container, box up a lot of things you're not using for a while. We want to create space so people can really see the house. So go ahead and declutter after you depersonalize. Sometimes you can do both at the same time. Also make sure you get those kitchen counters really cleared off. People want to see clean house. Now, number 3, you want to lure them in. All right, remember the outside of the house is just as important and sometimes even more important than the inside of the house. Because if they pull up and don't get a great curb appeal, guess what? They might just keep driving. You don't want that to happen because if they don't even come in the house, you don't get a chance to sell it. So make sure to clean off the front walkway. Get rid of the spider webs. Paint the door. Make sure the lawn is trimmed and neat and looks inviting. You want to make sure people want to come into your house. And complete your list of honey-do items, the things that have been there for a while, or better yet, hire a handyman to do it. You want to make sure as a buyer comes through your home, they don't see the projects that you've been putting off as something they're going to inherit. You want to take care of that stuff. And if you do need a handyman, I can recommend somebody for you to do that. Last and most importantly, hire a professional to get people in the door. Because guess what? You can do all the tips I mentioned, but if no one comes to see your open house, it's useless. We specialize in casting a wide net to get as many people in the house as possible to make sure you get the best offer possible, because guess what? If we get people in the door, which we will, you get demand, you get a higher price. If you want to find out how we can get as many people in the house as possible, give me a call, 719-593-SOLD, or shoot me an email, jeffryder@remax.net.